like a little vibe, you know? I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah, yeah. It's always a good vibe. You know what I'm saying? We try to put together things to make it vibe, real vibe, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whatever we do. But y'all already know who it is. It's us, the Fire Session, Big Ken, Benji Bank, Trish Michelle. Even though Benji's out today,
He's
but
here
we're
with
gonna
us
get
in
into that.
spirit.
We're gonna get into that a little bit. We're gonna
Let's
let you know
get into it.
a little bit about Benji. But it's the Fire Session, so we're gonna light this thing up.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
So you tapped in. We got another fire episode for you. We got a few hot topics. We got some interesting questions. So you need to stay locked in so you can answer some of these questions because we want you to be a part of the conversation for sure, for sure. And of course, our broke chronicles. We got to talk about a little money because money's important, and
Yes.
especially in today's society. Because guess what? Everything costs so much,
I can't eat. I'm broke.
so you got to have
Uh,
that bread.
uh, yeah. Everything costs a lot.
A,
Everything
a lot, yeah. But before we
we
jump
have you
into the fire,
contemplating things.
oh yeah, definitely, definitely. But before we jump into the fire, we got to make sure everybody's good. Like we said, Benji's on the sick and shut in list, as they say at church.
Mm,
He got a disease from the Oregon Trail video game from back in the day. he got typhoid flu or something
oh
like that. I don't
wow!
know.
I was gonna say those diseases on Orchestra was wild. They was outlandish,
Oh
and I
man,
would be like,
yeah,
"What? Five
yeah,
days behind schedule." I'd be like, "Yo,
yeah, yeah,
man's
yeah.
died. One of your persons died." Now I'm like, "Dang."
Yeah, so you got to be an OG to know about Oregon Trail. If you're not an OG and you're asking what Oregon Trail is, do your Googles,
Googles.
and find out for yourself. But so it's just the
Uh,
Beauty and the Beast here today. You know, she's the beauty, and I'm the beast. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna hop into this episode. So Trish Michelle, how you doing today?
I'm good. If you haven't noticed, my eyes is extra squinty today, but that's because I've been fighting a migraine the past couple of days. So I'm here on the dull side of the migraine, but my eyes is like so. No, I'm not high. Yeah. For those that may want to speculate my extracurricular activities, it's not that it never has been. Thank you, but
Mm.
I'm here. Outside of that, it's a busy week getting my daughter ready for her stunt showcase she's got coming up on Sunday. Friendsgiving on Saturday. Just a lot going on. And then it's just raining. It has been raining ever since the last show. So, yeah, this is what we've been doing every day in the rain. But I'm good.
Wait a minute. You said stunt show. So tell me about this stunt show. What what exactly is the stunt show?
So basically, so my daughter's a cheerleader and sideline cheer for her high school. But in that, they do like, where they pick the girl up to throw the girl. So that's called stunting. So she's
Mm.
in a separate private stunt team locally where they have competitions and showcases where the whole showcase is where they're just doing all that, throwing people everywhere, flips, just everything. So that's what she does outside of just her sideline cheer. So she's got like a little kind of a showcase where it's just really getting ready and prepared for the actual competition. So it's just really friends and family coming to see them just so they can be in front of a crowd, get your jitters out and your butterflies and your mess ups and whatever else you need to do and see what you need to work on so we can get ready for this competition we got in December. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's always interesting, man. You know, these kids have so many activities that they're involved in. You know, my kids being, for the most part grown, and I still got baby girl. I miss being busy like that, but then again, I don't. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll let y'all have that one. I'll let y'all have that one for sure.
Thank God she about to be driving next year. I said, girl, some of these things you driving to.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's great when they get to the age where they're driving themselves, taking care of
Hmm.
that. So give you a little bit of rest, a little bit of
Just a
rest.
little, but then your mind be going crazy. So then it's like,
Exactly. That's what I was just about to say. Like, give you some physical rest, but the mental rest is not there,
man,
and it's
I'm
gonna
gonna stalk
always,
her life so hard.
yeah, it's gonna always be like that with kids because when your kids get grown, now you're wondering where they at, what they doing, are they safe, or whatever.
Make
So
it,
yeah,
it's just, like, yeah.
yeah. Parenting's never done. It's never
Every
done.
minute late is gonna make you think she got into a major car accident, all kind of junk. You like, please, Lord, please, and then she come walking in the door, and it's why you ain't tell me. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, but not looking forward to it.
Yeah, that parental anxiety is something else. But hey, you learn to adapt. You learn to adapt for sure.
Yeah,
All right. Well, with me, same old, man. Just trying to make it happen out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make the best of each and every day. I like to remind people something I learned while taking Dale Carnegie courses. People like, yeah, Ken, you took Dale Carnegie courses? Yeah. If you don't know what Dale Carnegie courses are, they're just for, for you to tune up and be a better person, right? And be able to focus, you know what I'm saying, your energies professionally and personally. And one of the core things in the class is just, focus on your day to day daytime
yeah,
compartments as they call it. And that helped me a lot, man, because I think that's where a lot of people's anxiety comes from. Trying to worry about yesterday, tomorrow. Hey, you can't do nothing but focus on today. Do
yeah.
what you can do today, and that's it. Handle today, and today will handle tomorrow.
For fact,
Facts. All right. So let's
spitting
fight.
truth to him.
Yeah, so let's fire it up, man. We got a lot of interesting things to talk about. A lot of interesting, crazy things going on out in the world. But just like was mentioned earlier, man, one thing I've been thinking about lately truly is the cost of living is wild in America these days, right? Um, I
Yeah,
know so much is going on with the economy, and then you look on TikTok and you got these people that are moving from America or moving to these different countries for different various reasons, and then they make these blogs about how much they pay for, what I'm saying, apartment, or they don't need a car over there, or how much they're paying for groceries. You're like,
yeah,
man, I wish I could, what I'm saying, move around like that and be paying, $200 a month for an apartment or something like that. So, I
right.
mean, but hey, there's ups and downs to everything, and I haven't lived anywhere but the United States, so I can't tell you what it's like to live somewhere else. So that'd be interesting. But right now we're in the United States, and it's costing an arm and a leg to live. Um, with that being the case, I'm not surprised to see the uptick in criminal activity, right? When you look up and you see the news and you see on, on social media and stuff, there's always some crime somewhere. And I know,
Yeah,
with social media, we have access to stuff we hadn't had access to before. But have you noticed that it's a lot of crime going on, but it's a lot of crime going on because people broke.
yeah. I think they said I can't remember the exact full details, but there was some grocery runouts. There was there was a lot of things that have occurred, and we know why those grocery runouts occurred, especially in the United States. There was no benefits for SNAP benefits for a while, and people have to make ends meet. And then it happens in one of the main months where everyone comes together and eats way more, and it costs way more to have this type of meal, and people don't have the ends to meet that. So a lot of people have been running out. So I've definitely seen an increase in a lot of things because everything costs too much, and you're just trying to make ends meet. And you know what? I'm not promoting any of it, so I'm not gonna say too much there, but I get it. I'm not saying that's the answer, but not everybody's minds is wired to figure out other options, so they just be like, I'm just gonna take it. And I get where it's coming from, but no.
Well, as the old folks used to say, if you don't make the ends meet, your ribs will meet. You know what I'm saying? Because you have no meat. And
Yeah,
I'm thankful that I'm not in those situations. And
yeah,
I'm like you, where I understand, you got to get it how you live. You know what I'm saying? Like if your kids got to eat, they got to eat. You got to take those chances, and a lot of people will talk down on it. And of course, we're not advocating any criminal activity,
Yeah, of
but we're
course.
simply saying we understand why people would feel desperate enough to do these things.
Mm-hmm.
And some of you have never been in those situations, and
To
so
understand it.
you can't say you understand it. Some of you all have, so you fully understand it, and you're old enough now and wise enough where you wouldn't put yourself in those positions,
Right.
because what comes with that. I'm saying, penitentiary chances. So
Yeah.
then you won't be there to provide for your children at all. So
At all.
you know that's a risk that I'm not willing to take. So anything that
Mm-mm.
has the possibility of me going to jail, I'm good on that. I ain't gonna be able to
Yeah.
do it.
Agreed. I'm good, but thank God I'm not in those positions to have to make those decisions. That's all
Yeah,
I'm gonna say. Because
yeah, that's a
bottom
fact.
of the barrel, you're gonna do what you gotta do, and hopefully it ain't stealing and all that other junk. So thank God
Yeah,
I'm not there.
yeah,
God is good.
yeah, it's a fact. All right, but you know what? I'll say this: Trump is attempting to help people with the money by the tariff dividend, right? The tariff
Yeah.
dividend of $2,000, which will be sent to Americans. He's saying around the middle of next year, so around the summertime, people will get this $2,000 dividend. And people have been talking crazy about it. People have been saying all this stuff. Listen, it's just like the stimulus money. Give me the check, give me the money, and I'm gonna make use of it. Point blank. Period.
Yeah, it is what it is. He
Yeah,
still ain't, but give me the 2 racks.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. Give me the money, and if you don't have anything you need to buy with it, pay off some debt, pay off some bills, pay up some
use
bills.
it.
Right? I
Yep.
mean, do something. Do something. You know what I'm saying, that will benefit your life and that will help you in the long run. Invest it.
Hmm.
Those type of
Stimulate your
things.
life
Yeah,
or save it for rainy days because they occur.
yeah.
Whatever it is that you need to do, we don't turn around money that is given to us, especially from El Presidente. We don't take it.
Well, and I'm gonna tell you like this: if you don't want to give it to me, I'll make you some.
Facts. I can tell you where to send it. Zelle, Apple Pay, whatever you want to do, we can do it.
Facts. All right. Well, let's get into some of these crimes that I've been seeing on national news that have been very interesting. And like we said, people out here need money, but some people need money on a whole nother level. This first story is a doozy. The FBI are still offering a $5 million reward for the information on Ruha Ignatova, who is known as the Crypto Queen. This woman stole over $4 billion in a cryptocurrency scam back in 2017. And then she boarded a flight and vanished into thin air. Literally. They
Hmm.
don't know where she is. They don't know, how to find her. And I'm thinking they probably won't. She got $4 billion. It, she got $4 billion in crypto. So $4 billion in crypto in 2017 is much more crypto now.
Man, that's what I'm sitting here. I was counting the years like, dang. She did crypto queen for sure. Like, yo, they're not going to find her.
Not gonna
They are
ever
not
find it. They not
going to
going.
find her. And she has not one economic concern, problem, or financial restraint. She is doing well. She's doing great. She does not care. I'm happy for her. Gong, wherever you at. If they find her, they find her. I don't know. They was just gonna not give it to the people that need it anyway. So hey, hopefully she's out there doing something under the wraps for somebody somewhere in return. I don't know.
Yeah, well, definitely. Like I said, with that amount of money, you're not going to find her. And she's been gone this long. I don't know. She's probably built a bunker by now and
That's
living off the
exactly what was in my
grid.
head.
Yeah, living off the
She
grid
don't need
completely.
nothing. She's definitely got her own farm that's flourishing. She don't gotta go to no store. She don't gotta do nothing. Like
Yeah.
she's definitely living off the grid. She don't need to communicate with. No, I wouldn't need to communicate with anyone either. Like either y'all with me and y'all in the bunker too. Y'all not allowed to go nowhere. But honestly, I probably wouldn't take y'all with me because y'all ain't gonna know how to keep it trill like me. So we good.
Yeah, but can you imagine that, right? You having to cut off so many people because number one, you're on the run from the FBI,
Yeah,
and you know there are people that will be around you that are willing to dime you out for the bread, for the
yeah.
for the reward. $5 million ain't chump change. So
Nah.
yeah, there's people willing to tell it on ya. But
If I knew where she was, I'm telling on her. 5 million. She gone. She is
but
right there.
but see, and here's the thing. That's why you have to cut it literally everybody off. And like you said,
Exactly.
the people who are around you, they have to be in the bunker with you. They have to be off the grid with you because you can't afford to have anybody out there that's leaking information at that point.
No one that it needed to know. And if they knew, this might end up being a movie where she done put some hits out on people that did know that didn't come. They gotta go.
Yeah.
They gotta go.
Well, like I said,
This is the whole movie.
that's a large sum of money, and shout out to her wherever wherever she is. You know what I'm saying, living an amazing life. But that's very interesting, man. And you know what? A movie about that would be interesting too.
It
I
really
I
would.
I like that idea. Yeah, a movie about that would be very interesting. But where would it end? You know what I'm saying? Like, how would you end it? Right? Because she just
Well, of course
vanished.
they're gonna try to end it with her capture, but we're gonna end it truthfully. She ain't getting caught, so they need to be real right now.
Yeah, because if they ended with her just vanishing into thin air, like at the end of the movie, that's kind of like,
We're gonna hate the ending.
yeah, we're gonna hate the ending. Clearly,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then I don't want her to get caught, so then I'm gonna hate the ending still. So,
Facts,
well,
facts.
movie's done. That's the wrap.
Well, they'll never find her. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say they'll never find the crypto queen. But
Yeah.
police in Warrenton, Virginia might have better luck. They're asking for the public's help in identifying 9 suspects seen on camera, surveillance camera outside of a jewelry store. They broke in the jewelry store and stole a bunch of stuff. But the crazy thing about this video is that it's 9 guys in a Hyundai Sonata.
Oh, I seen that clip.
A Hyundai Sonata. Now, here's the other kicker. Not only is there 9 people in a Hyundai Sonata, which is crazy, um,
Insane.
there was 3 guys in the trunk,
Yeah.
right? So here's my issue. If I'm one of the 9, how do you get voted to have to get in the trunk while everybody else is riding in the car, right?
Yeah.
Like, do you play paper, rock, scissors? I mean, rock, paper, scissors. I mean, how you do that? Like, how do you decide? Because I'm telling you, you're already in harm's way, going to commit a crime, but you're gonna get in the trunk of the car. So what if something happens and everybody breaks out running from the car? You can't even get out.
That's the smartest thing I don't even know if I want to call it smart. It's probably laid the seat down in the back and just everybody been from the trunk to the back seat, just doing whatever they do, leg space, floor, ground, whatever. Because imagine getting stuck in the trunk. I'd be pissed.
Yes, yes. Can you imagine you in the trunk? You think you going to break in the jewelry store, and the trunk opens up, and it's the cops.
Right.
Your boys that ran and left you left y'all in the trunk, man.
Yeah. It was the way I seen that video, and I kind of stopped and was like, "What in the world?" Because it was a bunch. They was really hopping out like the clown car. Like
Exactly.
they were hopping out of everywhere. And I was watching the 3 get out the trunk, and I was just like, how? How in the world are y'all getting out? And then, like you said, a Hyundai Sonata, it's not a huge car. That's a 5-seater. That's it. They had 9 men in there. Crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, I'm thrown off by that, man, because um, a Hyundai. The running joke is going to be for me because I'm a little older. So the last time we heard anything about a crime in a Hyundai was Rodney King. Rodney King was riding in a Hyundai, and when they beat him, and they was like, "Why would a black man be riding in a Hyundai Sonata?"
Rodney King should have got his ass beat for driving drunk and being grown in a Hyundai.
So,
Well,
I mean, these young men, I don't know what race they were.
yeah,
You
I was gonna say,
couldn't
I'm
really
not sure the
tell.
race.
You couldn't really tell, but a Hyundai. So I mean, hey, like Gabe Leal said in the comments, the marketing team at Hyundai Motors should have hired the guys for a commercial. Yeah, that would have been some good content for
Yeah,
them. They could still kind of, I guess, use that footage in a commercial, maybe. I
you
don't
know,
know. That would
but
be interesting.
imagine, say they didn't put the back seats down. That's some trunk space for you. Like 3 dudes.
Yeah,
Or
yeah, you're
I
right.
won't say because it could have been women. I doubt it though. But 3 people in the trunk, like that's a lot of people. That's a
Yeah,
nice size trunk.
and you know what? Before we move on from this, you know what? I've noticed that there has been a rash of those type of deals where they have like one carload full of people or two or three carloads full of young people running into jewelry stores, convenience stores and stuff, and just stealing stuff, just overwhelming, the
Yeah,
people there. So if they did have security, it's so many of them. Like you
yeah,
can't do anything about it, and that's crazy. Can you imagine if you were in a store shopping and
yeah,
15 kids come running in there knocking over stuff, grabbing stuff, like how scary that is, for somebody, just a regular customer in the store, right?
yeah,
I'm like, man, that I hate it because this is Texas, and where I am, and we walk around here, we carry guns.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that could not end well for a young person running to the store unarmed, just trying to
yeah.
smash
Hmm.
and grab. But if you're in the store armed and you just see a bunch of people running towards you, you're gonna want to defend yourself.
Right.
So yeah, man, it's a crazy environment, and I think it's a lot of copycat too. Those kids see the same news and clips that we see of that type of stuff, and they say, "Well, you know what? I'm going to get my friends, and we're going to do it."
Yeah. Because everybody think that they could do it better. Like they
Yeah,
messed up here, we could do it like this. Let's do it. And here
yeah,
they go, the next one on the Instagram, socials, and all the news.
yeah, and
So
you and
yeah,
you
don't be
know
ignorant, guys.
and you know
Although
when
'tis
you
the season,
but when you're young, you had that mentality of not me though. You
of
know what I'm saying?
course,
Like they got caught, but not me though.
of course,
So,
because
uh,
they ain't me.
yeah, yeah. You're so much smarter at 17, right? Yeah.
You know.
Okay. All right. Well, we got more criminal mischief of sorts on deck, right? And I say of sorts because it's not a thing being taken. It's a baby being taken, right? Stefan Diggs is about to possibly have his baby stolen by Offset. Ain't that crazy?
This
and
is crazy.
And the crazy thing about it is when you hear this is not only, somebody pointed out to me on the post that I made, that it's not only Georgia that has this law. Texas also has this law. I'm pretty sure some other states that may have this law as well. So okay, so let me break it down for you, for
Yes,
the
please.
audience. Offset may still be considered the legal father of the son that Cardi B recently had with Stefan Diggs because Cardi B and Offset are still legally married. So, under Georgia law, there is a legal presumption that the child born to a married woman is the child of her husband, even if he is not the biological father. So, he can actually sign the birth certificate and claim this child, which would be diabolical.
Oh my gosh.
Which would be
This,
diabolical.
I bet as petty as he's been lately, um, I wouldn't be surprised if he made this more of her living hell to deal with because he's definitely been trying to. He's laughing about it. He thinks it's funny. She's then been a little upset, little teary, kind of in her voice, shaky. She's upset about it for sure. And I think he thinks it's pretty funny.
She's upset at Offset.
Yeah, and she's got a lot. That's a crazy law. I want to understand the logic. I understand you shouldn't be having no child outside of your marriage, so therefore it should be the child of the marriage because you ain't supposed to be doing all that. But what good is that doing to forcing the child to be? Well, that's you have cases and first 48s and snaps and all kind of shows happen because things of the sort. Why would you do this to the point where people gonna feel like the only way out is this, that, or the third? That's a dumb law. It's stupid. Now
Yeah,
look,
yeah,
people are mad.
yeah. I think number one, I think that's an old law. Like I need to look that up. I'd be interested to see when that
Yeah,
law came into play because a
yeah.
lot of these laws are old, right? You go to some of these small
Mhm.
towns, they still have laws that been in existence since the 1800s, and everything has changed since then. You can't cross the road at a 3/4 of a mile because you'll get a ticket for this or whatever. It's just some crazy, obscure laws that are still in existence. And this is a wild one, right? Like you said, I understand the concept of it, but you can't you can't force somebody to live in existence with each other if they have a child by someone
They're
else.
done.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand that law. This needs to be the case that starts the redefining of either getting rid of it or changing it. It shouldn't even exist at all.
Okay. So with that being said, I got a question for the audience and for you and for me as well. So, all right. So you as a lady, your husband cheats and gets a woman pregnant. What's your next move?
They both disappeared off this earth. I'm just kidding. No,
Oh wow. Oh wow.
what's my next move?
Yeah.
Um, Honestly, I just don't. I know everybody like people don't know you're married. He gotta go. He can go over there. That's his thing. That's his vibe. That's his baby. That's his family. That's his whole. Like I don't even care if that was a mishap. If that was your one off. I don't know. I don't care. I don't want anything to do with it. And we are done. I'm not gonna stay for the kids. I'm not. No, I got self respect for myself, and I'm worth a lot in my world to me, and I ain't worth that. So you gotta go.
Yeah. I definitely have to agree because I'm not I'm not sticking around. You know
No.
how painful that is. And a lot of women have gone back and forth and have argued this. I've seen the post countless
Yeah.
times where, for the guy, if your wife cheats and she gets pregnant by another guy, they say, well, you should do the admirable thing and, be there for your wife. And no, 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 no. She don't have to worry about, leaving because I'm leaving. I'm getting out from
Yeah.
around there because listen, I'm not going to sit around every day for 9 months and watch her with a cheat receipt in her belly. I'm
And
not.
then I gotta watch the little goo goo gaga. That ain't mine. I gotta
Yeah,
stare at it. I'm not doing that. And then I gotta
nah.
pretend like I love this kid. Like, I'm sorry. It's gonna remind me how much you ain't shit. Like,
As I call it, it's a cheat receipt. You're walking
yeah.
around living with a cheat receipt in your house, and at some point, I don't care if you even do, grow to love the child.
Yeah.
At some point, you're gonna still have some animosity toward your
It's
wife.
always gonna be there.
Yep, and even for that, even maybe for that kid, because what if you know the person that they cheated with, and the baby ends up looking like that person? Now you got to look at that baby that looks like the person that so they cheated with. That's another layer to it.
And then comes in that when if they find out or whatever, you ain't even my mama. You ain't even my daddy. And blah,
That
blah, blah. Are they disrespecting you? Are they not listening? Are they it creates a whole different level of anger, resentment, just a bunch. I can't do it. Why would I do that to myself? Go over there. Go over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I think, we can have a conversation if the cheating occurs. The cheating is one level, right? But the cheating and then producing a child because of that cheating, that's a different
Yeah.
level, right? So we're talking a whole new ball game here. So I'm not going to be able to do it, flat out.
Yeah.
It's not even a
No.
question. I don't know what you guys in the audience, or ladies in the audience would do, but I ain't gonna be able to do it. Big Ken
To
out of
each his
there.
own though.
Yeah,
But
yeah, y'all can do that. I ain't gonna knock you. You know what I'm saying? When I see you, I'll be like, "Hey, ain't that George baby over there with him?" But I ain't gonna knock you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is
right.
what it is. You did the admirable thing, what you thought was good for your situation, and I totally respect it.
Who's to define this as admirable?
Well, I say admirable for your situation because you decided to do it, so that's what you felt was
Yeah.
was good for you.
Because I feel like it ain't that admirable to stick around.
Well, hey, at the end of the day, if you're
Yeah.
doing it because of the kid, the father of the kid wouldn't be involved or whatever the case may be from a guy's standpoint, then it becomes admirable, right? You don't want this child to grow up in a world without a father because the dude is bounced. She don't know what a dude is. She had a one night stand, blah blah. Like I could understand if it's a different circumstance. I'm not staying, but I
I'm
could
gonna say
understand.
that's why I'm not a dude. Because let me tell you, you didn't want him to not have a daddy. Then you should have stayed over here with this daddy. You didn't. Goodbye.
Dang,
Goodbye. I don't
dang,
know
you
where he's
right.
at. Oh well, you better become the FBI like you are on Instagram and all these other things that women be. You better figure it out. Gotta go.
It'd be like you got to go and take the rug rat with you.
Mm.
All right, well check this out though. I saw another article when I was reading, and this was interesting too. It's something I guess because I was reading the Cardi B article, this popped up. So it's a guy that found out that the child that he proudly celebrated that was coming into existence on Valentine's Day. He had a long post about it, and he was excited to becoming a dad. Um, you know, Valentine's Day was how many months ago? And like we discussed before, so those babies are starting to be born. That baby was born, and that baby wasn't his.
What did he say?
It's not funny, but the baby wasn't his. Check this out. The baby actually belongs to his best friend. Yeah,
See, you're gonna be admirable. What if your best friend ain't? He ain't gonna be the daddy. You're gonna be admirable. You're gonna be around. You're gonna be the daddy.
man. That's even worse.
You
Your
feel
best
me?
friend? The baby belongs to your
Best friend
best.
gotta get.
Nah, you know what? I ain't gonna even do it because I ain't going to jail for neither one of them. They can have each other again. Exit,
Man,
exit, exit stage left. I'm gone. I'm out.
that's crazy. And then now we gotta out. How many times? Where was y'all? How long this was going on? And then you tried to make it be like it's mine. Y'all suckers really tried to pretend like it was mine.
His best friend. So, but that's why you
Man,
gotta watch the people that you allow access
you
to, the
don't
people in
need
your circle,
enemies. You
right?
don't need enemies with friends like that.
Yeah, because
Mm,
it's usually the people close to you, what I'm saying, because they have
shit.
access to you and access to your things. You know what I'm saying? So that's tough,
Clearly,
man,
that wasn't his thing.
because he really thought he was, what I'm saying, gonna be a daddy, and he celebrated and he brought her all these flowers and gifts on Valentine's Day, and he was all excited and emotional. The man even shed some tears of joy because he was gonna be a dad. And now his best friend is a dad.
Wow. So this is why I just exit stage left as soon as if it's too much BS going on, I'm not dealing with it because I'm just not built for it. Because I don't want to have to make no other decisions when you're doing stupid stuff. You got any little red flag that's a little too much for me? Too much red flag? Yeah, I go.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hate
I mean,
because
you got you got to protect yourself at all times, like you're in a boxing ring, man. Protect yourself at all times.
that
All
boxing
right.
ring is it because you getting beat down if stuff like that is happening in your life.
Well,
Jeez.
again, you know what? I would want to do that, but then something that my dad, told me many years ago when I was a young fella, and it sticks with me to this day. Don't ever fight over no woman because you
Oh yeah.
fight. You fight, you going to jail. He might kill you. You might kill him. Then you going to jail. And guess where she's
Yeah.
gonna be at? She's still gonna be out here in these streets.
Oh yeah,
So
she's in the streets for sure. But I mean, they getting beat down mentally. They getting a mental life beat down, like from just all the stuff that's happening. Like, that's a boxing match I don't want to be in.
oh yeah,
I don't even want
definitely.
the mental. I don't want none of that.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
want to deal with
good.
none of that for sure, for sure. Well, with all the relationship drama going on in the world today, it's always good to hear a positive story, right? So I
Okay.
ran across another story of a Florida couple that is celebrating 83, yeah, you heard that right, 83 years of marriage.
Okay.
That's the
Yes.
longest ever recorded according to Fox 13 in Florida. Um, Lyle
83.
Giddens, he's 108, and his wife Eleanor Giddens, she's 107, were recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records for not only as the oldest living married couple by combined age, but also as the oldest married couple ever.
Wow. That's
That's
lovely.
Yeah, hey, I can't even imagine. 83
Yeah.
years? Like I'm trying to that's my age, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's almost double my age. So I can't even
Yeah.
fathom being married since my 83 years, let alone living to 83. But you're
You know?
108. You're 108 and 107, and you've been with each other, you know what I'm saying, since your 20s. Um I mean, Trish Michelle, what you feel about that? Like, how do you? I mean, I don't even know how you even calculate or fathom that in your head. Like 83 years of marriage.
And it's so sad that with the way that relationships are in marriage, and we were talking about this on a previous show, what we think is wrong with, the whole thing about getting married and why it's not sticking or happening like that. So it's 83 years is the last thing anyone's really thinking about. You can't even make it to a year because you're just trying to get married. So it's like 83 is crazy. It's out of this world. And like right now, if you're in our right now, technically, we would have to make it to 116, 106, or whatever, because we already 35 months. Like we already up there. So like they started in their 20s, So we ain't gonna make that. We're not gonna hit that. They got it. It's there still. So it's a blessing just to be able to try to gain those years under a marriage. But 83 years is something special. So that's dope. I think they will probably hold that for a very long time, is what I think. I don't think anyone's going to touch that for who knows how long ever in life, or in my lifetime or lifespan. I doubt anyone tops that for sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's definitely LeBron-esque as far as stats, where it's a number of longevity, right? You have to
Yeah,
be together, number one. Number two, like you have to get married so young, which we discussed previously, as you mentioned, like people ain't getting married young like that no more either.
yeah,
So yeah, it's highly unlikely that somebody's gonna, what I'm saying, beat that record, because they were married in 1942 and
it's
have
crazy.
been together every day for 83 years. And they credit the secret to their longevity in their marriage as simply love, love, love. Now, that sounds amazing, right? But I knew there is, what I'm saying, some highs and lows there. There are a lot
Yes,
of trials and tribulations that occur in 83 years of marriage. But one thing that is just, not so mind-boggling is the fact that, you know, couples from back then, they were built different, right? They
yeah,
put up with a lot from each other, and also they had the mindset of we stand together. Period.
hmm
Right?
yeah,
We gonna get a divorce. I'm gonna go live over here. You gonna go. Well, now if we ain't getting along, you gonna sleep in that room. I'm gonna sleep in this room.
yeah.
Um, they have we have a lot of grandparents out there that we've seen. You go to their house, Big Mama stay in one room, and Big
hmm
Daddy or Grandpa stay in the other room.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
but they still there. They still there. They still married. They all sleep in the same bed. They kind of just function as roommates, but they ain't leaving each other. So So yeah, man. I
Mhm.
mean that's 83 years, man. Is mind blowing though. Mind
Yeah. Hey,
yeah,
big ups to them. Kudos.
yeah,
And just life in general. They're still alive. So, man,
yeah. Shout out to Big Rob, 1987. He said 83 years of marriage is a blessing. It truly is, man. Like,
it is.
um, I mean, I'm just thinking, for most people, especially in this day and time, like getting to 50 is huge, right? For
Yep.
somebody who is in our age bracket and get to 50, right? Because, before us, our parents and stuff like that, they got to that. 50 is nothing cuz a lot of them started together young and then they still together now. Like my parents, I know they're 50 plus. They started, you know what I'm saying? I think they got married when they were 19 and 20 and both of my parents are, 70 plus now. So they're past
Yeah.
the 50 mark. So I've seen 50, I've seen 60, I've seen 70. I ain't seen no 83. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, shout out to them, man. That's awesome. And I would like to see more news like that, more great
That's
things in the
good.
news, you know what I'm saying? More
It gives you
positive
some
things.
hope,
Yeah. Yeah.
but you ain't gonna make it to 83. But it gives you hope.
Shoot, like I said, you might not even make it to 83 years of age yourself, especially
Look,
83 years of marriage.
right.
Yeah. So, but that's awesome, man. How the Giddens found love, but I want to find love like Dan Dotson did, right? Dan Dotson purchased a storage unit for just $500 in 2018 and was stunned to discover $7.5 million hidden inside of the storage. I don't know if people have seen shows like Storage Wars and stuff like that
I
where
used to watch
people,
that.
yeah, people purchase the storages and they have stuff in them already, and you never know what's in the
Mhm.
storage. You just buy it and just hope that it's something valuable in there, right? So, um, People Magazine reported that he later contacted the original owner of the facility about the money, and the two reached an agreement that he would get paid $1.2 million for him finding the money. So Dan agreed to return the unit with all of the money while keeping the $1.2 million reward. I mean, most people are not, first of all, they're not going to be that honest and say they found anything. They're just going to act like it never existed. Um, I'm probably not going to say anything. I mean, I bought it. I bought it. I paid for it. I paid my $500 like I was supposed to legally, um, and bought the unit. So why should I be obligated to tell somebody what I found on the inside? I bought everything inside, right?
Yeah. Here's the thing. This storage unit that you're supposed to be paying for monthly so that it doesn't go up for auction for anyone else to buy to become their possession and all those items within that storage to become their items, you're supposed to be paying on that monthly. You should have been paying on it 7 point whatever. You knew that was in there. If you didn't, I don't know what type of drug you're on, but to not, I don't even know why it's in there. First of all, I'm a little confused. But anyway, it's in there. You know it's in there. Ain't no way I don't know that's in there. Ain't no way I put that in there. Maybe I put it in there so nobody else would get it from me and steal it and rob my house. Maybe that was the logic behind it. But guess what? That storage gonna be paid. Oh, it's gonna be well paid. It's never going to go into default. It ain't going nowhere. So you let it go into default. You live, and now it's someone else's. I'm not giving it to you. I'm not reporting it. I'm not calling you. I'm not looking you up. No one's gonna know. No one's gonna know I got that. No one. No one. I don't understand.
Like, but here's the thing: you said what kind of drugs were they on? I'm asking what kind of drugs were they selling?
That
Because
too.
because clearly for this person to forget that they left $7.5 million hidden, they had to have a considerable amount of more money
That's a
um,
fact,
to be able to
actually.
lose that. Because I'm looking for $7.50. Let
You
alone
feel
seven
me?
point five million. So
We just talked about how the cost of living and how much money it is and everything high. You just got 7.5 million chilling in the stores. You balling.
yeah, nah, I'm looking for all my money. And I get it. It's a feel good story because, it shows people are still honest and people were still afraid. So somebody saw this and was like, maybe it belongs to a gangster mob or a cartel or something like that. And like, I don't want none of that smoke. So let me find out who this person is, check with them. And if they kick me some bread, I'll take that. You know what I'm saying?
Now
Because
imagine he didn't kick him no bread. Imagine.
I mean,
Imagine.
it just depends on the person. Because if you find out who the person is and they somebody who's a heavy hitter and they left you alive, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. I'll take my life. I'll take my life as gratitude for that you didn't take me off this earth for finding this money because I mean they could have did that too. Because like I said again, $7.5 million. You ain't talking about pocket change. Um, but yeah, so I mean, he got 1.2 out of it. He bought it for 500. That's a nice little
Yeah,
flip. That's a nice little flip. You know what I'm saying on
that's
your
an
money.
amazing flip. But I would have preferred the other. But hey,
Yeah, yeah. The 7.5 is better. But check this
I
out.
wonder if they're like protected after you buy the storage. Is there public record as to, or accessible records to the previous owner as to who purchased your unit? Because I feel like you should be protected.
Well, I think there might be some type of law to deal with that. Like if it's certain stuff over a certain amount, then you got to declare it money wise
Mm,
because Uncle Sam wants his money, wants his
well,
portion, his
whatever
cut.
he knows about.
Yeah, well, true. But there are people out here in this world who live in a constant state of anxiety, and they're
Yeah.
scary. I wouldn't say necessarily scary. They're cautious, right? They
Yes.
live cautiously, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to trip yourself up by doing something, and we. I ain't gonna lie to you. 7.5 million, as they always say, there will be signs. There will be signs
Oh
that I got
yeah.
7.5 million, and I'm probably gonna. But see, that's the problem. You're gonna give yourself away
See,
because there will be signs when I
I
pull
got to
up in
go where
something.
Crypto Queen is at. Wherever she at is where I need to be.
I don't know. 7.5 ain't enough for that though. You
It's not. It's not.
7.5 ain't enough
It's
for that.
not.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. That's interesting, y'all. Y'all let us know what y'all think because
The right one found it. That's all I can say. Because I'm not made to make those decisions. Because I'm still keeping it. Let the cartel come. Come on.
Trisha Michelle said that, not Big King.
I feel like I'm the queen of the south in this month.
Well, hey, you go right ahead. All right. Well let me ask you this because y'all know we do an amazing segment of this show called the Broke Chronicles. So I'm going to incorporate this into the Broke Chronicles question of today. Okay, so if you are facing eviction, you had to move out immediately, right? So you had to go get you a storage facility to store all your stuff. And upon moving into that storage space, you find a bag filled with money. Let's just say, let's go ahead and round it off, $8 million when you move in that facility. Are you still doing the same thing? Are you taking the whole money? Are you telling the facility, hey, there's a bag in here? Same approach.
I gotta answer this.
Yeah, same. Are you rolling with the same approach?
I'm taking it. That money is mine. That is my money.
I
Mine.
I think
Especially in that situation.
that's why I
Like,
phrase it that way. I think that the fact that you're in a dire situation changes it for me.
yeah. I feel like that's my blessing waiting on me to come. And here I am.
Yeah. So I think for me in that situation, it's a no brainer. I'm definitely keeping the money, and hey, no harm, no foul. If nobody don't say anything, I don't know nothing about this money. Yeah, it just is what it is, and let me leave a few things stored in here so it look legit, and then we gonna go and we gonna get us a place to stay.
And I never come back for those things either. I don't, nope, because I don't even want nobody trying to figure out who was there. So I'm gonna make sure I leave some stuff that I don't need, I don't care about, and then we could replace those. We ballin'.
Well, as long as it ain't family pictures or something like that, all of
Of
it can
course.
stay. All of it can stay.
Exactly. Exactly.
I got amen. I go buy new whatever I need to replace. Man, yeah, but it's always funny when we have these broke chronicle stories about, us not having enough money and things of that nature, but there's going to be a time where, and I claim this all the time, where we're going to have an abundance of money and things, and be able to give back and be able to do things for others. And I think that that's important. We don't want to miss the fact that sometimes God puts us in position and blesses us with things in order for us to be able to bless others, right? So when you get that type of money, people don't forget, what I'm saying, that there are people out there that are less fortunate. We ain't asking you to give all your money, half your money, all that type of stuff, but what I'm saying, it costs nothing to be kind to people. So when you get your little,
Yeah.
when you get your money up, what I'm saying, like, help some other people out. Pay, as they say, pay it forward. Pay it forward.
Yeah, I absolutely agree because I would definitely help out the ones around me in need and maybe stretch a little beyond that. But that's where I would end it at. But I'm definitely that's me now. Even if I got it, I'm trying to help out whoever I can help out. So for sure.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Well, we're gonna let y'all get back to y'all lives, man. It's been an amazing episode. Trish Michelle, you got something to talk to the people, tell them about before we get up out of here?
I'm gonna say, see these situations that we were talking about. The best thing that I could say is because a thing popped in my head: financial literacy and money management. Because you come into this money and you're gonna go crazy, you're gonna blow it, and it's gonna be like you never had it after X amount of time, depending on how much it was. So don't forget, people, because who knows if that will ever happen to you. But I'm just saying, it just reminds me that we are of a culture that is not that literate when it comes to money and money management and just making sure we're doing things properly. So don't forget to, lean into some of those subjects, classes, courses, seminars, YouTube videos, whatever. I was looking at a class course that they have at my daughter's school as an extracurricular elective, whatever, and it is financial literacy. And I said, "Whoa, you're gonna take this class because you need it." And it just made me think of that today. And then this talking about this subject here. Don't blow the 8 milli. Stay rich.
Yeah, definitely, definitely, and let the people know where they can find you at.
Well, y'all can find me, Trisha Michelle _TM, Instagram, YouTube. You can find me, Trisha Michelle, on TikTok. My YouTube is getting ready to come back. If you subscribe and go on there, you see how I made a couple of changes. So there's some things in the works. I'm cooking up a few things. So make sure you're subscribed over there, of course. But yeah, and of course here always every Tuesday Fire session.
Facts, facts, facts. And yeah, I echo the same sentiments. And I want to also say, with the financial literacy, just to remember that money is not going to change your situation totally. Um, you have to also change your habits, because if you get more money, you're still going to do the same thing you did with the other money you had. So if you've been blowing money and you get more, you're just going to blow that too. So focus on changing your habits so that when you get blessed with more, you'll know what to do with it, and you'll be able to keep it this time instead of
Yeah,
blowing it. Yeah.
yeah,
Because we've heard all too many times of people getting millions of dollars, but whether it be lottery, whether it be athletes and things of that nature, and they blow the money because they didn't change their habits. They just got more money to do what they had been doing before. So yeah,
I
but
agree.
we appreciate you shouting that out for the people, because they definitely need to have some financial literacy. So y'all
Well,
go follow the instructions that Trisha Michelle has given you. You have been tasked with something to do, so take
yes.
care of that. Y'all can catch me at Big Ken on Fire on all social media platforms. Just type in BIGKEN on Facebook, and I'll pop right up. Make sure you like and subscribe and follow the Fire Session on all social media platforms. We are now on Apple Podcasts. We are now on Spotify. We are now on Amazon Music as well. So you can listen to us throughout the day. while you're at work. You can have us on your headphones. You can have us in your car. So you can check us out and join the conversation and then link in with us, man. We're trying to expand and we're trying to expand the brand for sure and be able to help some people out because the information that we talk about on the show is very helpful. Not only entertainment, but we want to educate you as well. As we always say, we put the medicine in the candy. We're going to give you something that's fun and entertaining, but we're going to educate you as well. So that's what we pride ourselves on. So shout out to all the people that tapped in with us today on the live, or you listening
Yeah.
in your cars, at work, or wherever you listen to us at. We appreciate you. We love you. Shout out to our guy Benji Banks. Get well soon.
Get well.
You've been rocking with Big Ken, Trish Michelle, and Benji Banks in his absence. The Fire Session. The fire doesn't stop here. Catch us on the next episode with more heat. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the next session. Thank you for your support. Until next time, stay lit. It's the Fire Session. Peace.